Hello, my name's Sam Haywood, and I live in the southwest of England. I'd like to tell you how I came across Lorna Byrne's book, Angels in My Hair. It was about a month after losing my husband to cancer, when I was desperately trying to make sense of my new life without him. He meant everything to me. We never had children together, so the bond between us was very strong. Not long after his funeral, I was sitting on the sofa in my living room, feeling desperately sad. After a while, I got up and went over to the bookcase to look at my favourite wedding photo. It had captured our happiness perfectly as we walked out of the church through a shower of confetti. I picked up the photo and took it back to the sofa to try and recall the elation I'd felt that day, but my grief was so overwhelming, all I could do was cry. When I went to put the picture back on the bookcase, I noticed a small white feather lying in the exact spot I'd taken it from. It was so white it almost glowed. At first I didn't think anything of it, but then I wondered how it had got there, as no windows were open and my cushions didn't contain feathers. It was a complete mystery. Later that day, during a phone conversation with a friend, I mentioned the feather, and she told me that it was a gift from my guardian angel. As she said this, I felt a wave of complete calm. It was a wonderful sensation. From that day on, I began to find feathers in the most unusual and unexpected places, and every time I found them, they brought me a sense of joy. One Saturday, I decided to take a trip to the small coastal town of Lyme Regis in Dorset. It was a place where we'd shared some very happy times together, so I wasn't sure how I'd feel about going back there alone. But it was a lovely day, and I wanted to make the most of it. As I strolled down the high street towards the promenade, I passed a bookshop. I didn't intend to stop, but a book displayed in the middle of the window with a single white feather on its cover caught my eye. It was called Angels in My Hair, and I knew I had to buy it. The shop assistant took the copy from the window, put it in a bag and gave it to me. After paying her, I left the shop and continued on my way down to the seafront. Once there, I wandered along the promenade until I reached a cafe where I could sit with a cup of coffee and read my new book. What amazed me almost straight away was the fact that the author, Lorna Byrne, had seen and communicated with angels all her life. Now I was convinced that what my friend had said was true. What was also astonishing was my discovery of this book. At a time when I was at my lowest ebb, I had been led to a shop where I could buy it. It was meant to be, and I've never looked back. Acknowledging that there are guardian angels watching over us has literally changed my life. I no longer feel afraid of being alone.
What angels in my hair told to me was that angels are very friendly and I can ask for help from angels anytime I want. We Japanese have a feeling somewhere in our mind. I must do it with my own power. However, when I was in trouble, I knew that I could simply ask my angels for help. Since then, I always ask for help from my guardian angel. Recently, I find that my guardian angel became very happy when I received a sign from it. Now, I feel stronger connection with my guardian angel.
Hello, my name's Michael, and this is my story of my relationship with Lorna Byrne's Angels in My Hair. I think it's fair to say that, one, I wouldn't normally buy a book on angels, not because I don't believe, but because I readily believe that they do exist. And then secondly, the book that I bought was not actually a book. It was an audio book, here it is, which I found in a bookshop. So this is the only audio book that I actually have, and I bought it because I was going to go up to Scotland on holiday with my dad. But one of the very first things we did when we got to Scotland was actually go and look for otters and seals. And just as we were about to walk along the path to the otter hide, this cat appeared and it walked towards us and then followed us around basically. My dad started to have conversations with it and to call it Monty. So here we have Monty the cat following us around to the otter hide. So we got to the otter and seal hide and we sat down and we sat there for some time looking for otters and seals. And the cat stayed with us, and all this time my dad was calling it Monty and having conversations with it, as my dad naturally does. So at the end of looking for seals and otters, we decided, right, it's time to go. So we walked back, and of course the cat followed us. Now in the afternoon we decided to go on a boat trip. Before we got onto the boat, this young lad, must have been about 5 or 6, came up to us, and my dad, being my dad, basically said, well, what's your name? And the young lad said to my dad, well, it's Monty. Now at that point my dad's face was an absolute picture, because I think he'd made the connection between Monty the cat and Monty the boy. Where did this name Monty come from? My dad had never used Monty before to describe anything, so it was quite unique. So that was my opportunity then to say, well, hold on, these are the angels at play here. They've listened to you in the car, they've heard you saying, do you really believe this? And at some point I think they've decided we'll drop the name Monty into my dad's head. So as he's walking around, saw the cat, which was quite strange behaviour for a cat, he was calling it Monty, knowing that in the afternoon he was going to meet this young lad called Monty. So there we have it, angels in my hair. An absolute wonderful experience. My dad and myself got a chance to talk about angels, because my dad suddenly realised, well, there must be something to this. And of course we listened to it on the way back. And as a result of that, Angels in the Hair was bought for all my family. My mother, my sisters, my partner and my partner's family. We all got a copy of this. So here it is, Angels in My Hair, and thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name's Laura. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story and how the book Angels in My Hair has helped me along my journey. In January I was taken into hospital and I was rushed into theatre for what became life-saving surgery, resulting in me losing the majority of my small bowel and being left with a stoma and a TPN feeding line. Tragically, the worst part of it was that I was 7 months pregnant at the time and my daughter Isabella was stillborn because of it. When I woke up in intensive care and found out about all the terrible news of what had happened to me, I knew I had a long journey ahead in terms of getting myself better for my little boy and all of my family and friends. I have since been in hospital again and had reversal surgery in June, so I've had the stoma taken away, which is fantastic. But in between the two surgeries, I actually spoke to Lorna on the programme this morning about my little yellow butterfly, who I believe is my little girl, Isabella, coming to visit me. It was after speaking to Lorna that I decided to buy her books. I bought 3 of them, obviously the first being Angels in My Hair, and once I'd read that, everything just fitted into place. Everything about my yellow butterfly, it reassured me. The fact that I've got my guardian angels around me, I feel like it's opened me up to a whole new level of spirituality. I speak to my angels now, I dream about my guardian angel, I listen to them, and I believe that they're always around me and guiding me along the way and helping me on this journey get better and be there for my little boy. I just wanted to say thank you to Lorna for writing that book in the first place, because it really has helped me so much to know that my little girl is always by my side and that I'll never be alone on this journey at all, because I'll always have angels by my side. Thank you.
How can I describe in 30 seconds how Angels in My Hair have changed my life? That's close to impossible for me to do, but I'll try anyway. First of all, it has given me hope, and it has given me, most importantly, a relationship to my own guardian angel, whose name I got to know reading the book. If I could, I would buy this book for every person in the world, because it will change your life if you read it with an open heart.